was just silent.
I need money. He's a mute. When we first hooked up, he wrote on a slip of paper, I need money. I said, shit, me too.
And concern that people had. And though I teared up in the store just the tiniest bit when I was talking to the woman, when I got out, I was like, well, that's just ridiculous. It's not like Katrina. Katrina was so dramatic. And I'm sitting here this morning and I'm beginning to feel like, is it that different?
This is the atheist, not for the faint of heart.
Welcome back. Who else is going to get this place through the 4th of July? I could use a second set of hands.
I'm not so sure anymore. One thing that I definitely feel is that I don't know if the last week was some sort of threshold or turning point for the people of the United States, but I kind of think it was for the people of Canada. I'm going back next weekend. I need more real life and less of this.
People are leaving this country in droves. Do you hear me? I work in the dental industry, right? If you go into the dentist, you get your cleaning, and then on your way out, we schedule you for your next cleaning, right? In 6 months. In 6 months. The number of people that told me in the last 2 weeks, I don't want to schedule because I'm not sure I'm going to be in this country anymore. And I'm not even talking about people that are going back home. I'm talking about people who are just, I don't want to be in this country anymore. There was a man whose son moved to Mexico a year ago, and he said, my son finally convinced me to go down. I'm not coming back. There was a lesbian couple going to Europe, not coming back. There was a guy who bought property in Thailand. I'm not coming back. The number of people that are leaving this country, I guarantee you they'll never tell you the truth about it.
I'm Lindsay, and me and my husband and my 2 small kids moved from Kentucky to the Netherlands 3 months ago. The number of people from Kentucky who
here, how it's not improving, how it's not going to get better anytime soon. And they are taking the nuclear option of taking their American dream somewhere else. Because the American dream now is to leave. Just look at the number of Americans who live in Mexico, Spain, Portugal, France, etc. It is growing and growing and growing. And I think this is going to have ramifications from foreign governments locking down immigration in the future. Anti-American sentiment is on the rise, unfortunately. And who knows, maybe the government here increasing taxes on expats. I know they were supposed to get rid of the taxes on expats, and instead of doing that, they actually increased the fee of money leaving the United States. So, our government doesn't really like us leaving the country anyway, because it really is the biggest form of protest. You're taking your dollars and you are moving to another place and saying, I am removing myself from this American system. I myself am moving, and I am moving to Portugal next year. I couldn't be more excited. Follow me if you find that interesting, and please let me know if you're leaving, if you're thinking of leaving, and if you are, where you're going. Because even though things are bad here, economically, politically, whatever, I think most of us aren't running away from something as much as we are running towards something. And that something is a better life.
So really interesting to watch all of these different opinions about where we are in time right now, and everybody's experience in terms of what they felt life was like before and then now. I know personally, I think, there is that hard dividing line. Of course, all of the truth that exists now was out before, but it wasn't known to so many people. And 2020 was a very hard awakening for many of us. And that includes myself for the most part. There were things definitely that we were privy to before. But now, as time goes on, the awakening just kind of grows. And this is where we find ourselves. I kid around and I say, 2019 was like the last good year. And it's not that I fully believe that. I believe, I'm more of an optimistic person, even though people may think I'm not very optimistic. I am. But I do also realize that things are very different. And there are plenty of times that, I myself wish that things could just go back to how they were, because life just felt different back then. But things are different now. And at the end of the day, you have to realize, we are here in this time for a reason. And realistically, all we can do is make the best of it, do the best that we can where we are with what we have, and just continue to move forward, to persevere, to not give up, to not be so on and so forth. So we are definitely making plans to make changes in our life as time moves forward here, especially in this year. 2026 is a big year for us. We're hoping to be able to do some big things, and we will take you along that journey with us, myself and my husband. And we'll be showing different things and talking about a lot of this on our other channel as well, The New Exodus. I'll put the link down in the description box below. I'll pin a comment to the link to that channel as well. Definitely stay tuned, because we're going to be showing quite a bit there on that channel, and we love to engage with the audience there a lot too. So hope to see you there if these types of things matter to you. But let me know your thoughts down below on what you saw in this video. How do you feel about where we are right now, 2026? How do you feel about pre-2020 and post? Really appreciate hearing from you. I hope you're doing well. Take care, everyone, and take hope.
Something therapy taught me about myself that's changed, especially our dynamic, is
I'm reading the comments on the video of Ronald A.G. over on Facebook today, right? The neighbors of Ronald A.G. in Detroit are in the comment section saying the same thing over and over again. He was such a nice guy. He was a good guy. He was so nice. It has to be someone else. Y'all, if you don't know, I'm clinically diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. And y'all, you got to hear me when I say this. The nicest guy, the nicest person you know might be a monster. The nicest person you know might be the most dangerous person on your block, the most dangerous person in the neighborhood, the most dangerous person around. That nice neighbor that wave at you every day might be just a psychopath. They might be crazy. They might be sick twisted and demented. And that neighborly wave they give to you all the time is just to concoct that mask. It's just to concoct like the neighborly mask, the neighbor mask. Like, hey, good guys, hey neighbors, I'm Ronell. So y'all, if you don't know, I had to look this up today, right? I got Google Alerts on now to just do alerts and stuff like this, reports on narcissistic people. And it's popped up. Like in Detroit, there was a 14-year-old girl that was kidnapped, right? Nobody knew where she was. A 14-year-old girl disappeared. And then they arrested like a dude named Ronald Tremaine Agee. He was 37 years old on multiple counts. Multiple counts. They said he kidnapped her. Kidnapped a 14-year-old girl in this neighborhood, right? Kidnapped a 14-year-old girl. You hear me? He's 37. She's 14, right? Kidnapped her. Right, and then SA'd her. SA, you know, sexually assaulted her, like for days in his home, like on the west side of Detroit. Kidnapped her, and just did all kinds of heinous things to her. He was charged with 4 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, 1 count of kidnapping, 4 counts of third-degree criminal sexual conduct, and 1 count of right. It's crazy. Like, over there in Wayne County, Detroit, Agee kidnapped. They said he allegedly.
I had to turn on my heater because it is so cold up in here.
On March the 3rd.
No reason.
Around March the 3rd. And kept her in his house for a whole entire week. Kept her in his house for a whole entire week. The whole week. Boy. Boy. He's supposed to be like, he was arraigned, no bail. He's in jail, like, until March 9th.
Y'all, in real life, I really want some DoorDash right now, but I gotta get this reading going because I still gotta do the Libra reading.
It's crazy because, in the comment section of this video,
I want to smoke my cigarette too. All right. I wanna let you go. I wanna let you know what I think about you. You can make me over. So just call me whenever you want me. I'll be your friend, I can be your homie. You should make me over, me over. It's all that you need, carry on my world. Oh, what you want, you walk with me, walk with me. I got here, baby, baby. So just call me whenever you want me. I'll be your friend, I can be your homie. If it's all that you need, okay, so we were on fire signs. I might need to turn down my phone in the back. I'm gonna let it play because I want some type of sound in the background. I don't like that. I don't have to stand the cards up because I do not have a view of the. Okay, that's better. It's so ghetto. Every time I buy a stand for a tablet or phone, it breaks though. It's like no durability to it. Alright, so Oh, that doesn't fall down. Dang, it might just fall down. You're my messy ass tarot. Alright, so that was good.
They'll have non-profits. They'll be doing stuff at the church, right? And like they'll come up if it's your neighbor. They'll come up to you just like, hey, if I can mow your lawn, look out for your kids. Like I'm doing this. Like if they ask you to do something for you, or they do something for you, they really are buying reputation. You know, you hear the life insurance, right? What narcissists are doing in this right here, they're buying reputation insurance. They're insuring you. They look good to you. And somebody questions somebody comes to you and questions them, questions you about them, you'll give them a glowing review. Oh, that's my neighbors, my relationships today. What's my kids? They did this, they did that. So that's why I say, like, like a lot of narcissists try to build up the reputation of creative people. So if they ever get outed or exposed, people feel that anything else. He was a nice neighbor. It's not his character. He can't have a routine. So that is my kids. Like, it's what goes on. So when they've been nice to you or good to you, people will look at you sideways. You say people will look at you sideways. Now, let's put me in this instance. If I was good to you, Lee's always been nice to me. Lee's a great guy. Lee always in the front yard playing with his kids. Lee's donates a charity. Lee runs the soccer drive, right? Feeds them, feeds the unhoused, whatever the case may be. They use, like narcissists use kindness as a weapon to create that cognitive dissonance. Get your mind having two separate thoughts at the same time. Separate thoughts at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
He can't be there because he was nice to me. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened right here. Like you have to watch out what true comfort. You have to kind of learn the difference between true kindness and a transaction, right? Ask yourself, is this narcissistic person, his neighbor, his co-worker, or are they being helpful because they care? Or are they collecting information on everyone and just trying to build up a good reputation with you? Like narcissists can be useful. They can be useful to learn. Like I said, they will learn your skills. They do all kinds of stuff like that. You have to understand a lot of narcissists are manipulative people, very important people, but just because they have a good reputation, they can get away with stuff, right? They tend to get the benefit of the doubt. That's what happens. So y'all in closing, stop trusting the brand and start looking at the behavior. Start just like I said, it's cool to have a nice neighbor. You just gotta keep your option open. It's cool to have a good friend or a co-worker or whoever. Just keep your eye on them sometimes, right? Me, as a narcissist, I have never trusted anybody. right? So if the nicest person, like, has a, like, if the nice person to you has a criminal history or just weird vibes, believe the vibes, man. Push your head, the vibes you're getting. I get weird vibes that guy. Trust. You need to question this your internal radar. Shooting up red flag. Like, trust me. Your smile.
Okay, we can get started now. I'm still smoking my cigarette, but we can get started. Let's see if I can add some lighting. Got a little ring light. That's better, huh? That's way better. There you go. So we are on the sign of Sagittarius, and this is a Venus and Taurus reading, and Venus entered the sign of Taurus, its natural ruler, on March 30th, and will transit Taurus until April 24th, 2026. All right, so we are on the sign of Sagittarius, and these are tiered tarot readings. We have a $5 tier, $25 tier, $50 tier, and a $100 tier, and that's for a 15-minute reading. No more, no less. So, these readings are to help you gain clarity, so please consider dropping a tip to my Cash App. Every dollar goes directly into my car fund so I can keep this channel rolling and growing. We are currently at $0, and I can't wait to show y'all the keys to my new whip when I finally get it with this little money savings that I got going for me. So please support, and I appreciate y'all. So before I start the reading, I'm going to say an invocation spell. By the depth of the sea and the pool of the tide, I open the gates to the wisdom inside. With Mars as my engine and Jupiter's grace, I claim the abundance of this sacred space. As the North Node aligns with the path I now tread, may the truth of the cards be clearly spread. From the stars above to the screen in sight, I speak with vision, I lead with light. My voice is a vessel, my spirit is protected and free. For the good of all, so mote it be. All right. So let me turn down my phone a second. Hold on. That was distracting me. All right, so where's my pen at, first of all? Because I need to write down the timestamps. And I do have some tarot books on standby just in case I draw a blank when I'm reading y'all cards, because I usually do. I don't know why I do that, because I got a lot of water energy. I got Jupiter in I got Uranus in my first house, so I don't understand, man. Hold on, let me find the pen real quick. Okay. Here's my candle. All right, so this is a reading for the sign of Sagittarius, and this reading will be a reflection of the Venus and Taurus transit for you and what will take place in your life. These are the scenarios. These are some of the manifestations for some of you. All right. So the first card that I'm going to pull for you is Nine of Wands. So struggling. So this is a Saturn in Sagittarius card. So I feel like you are struggling, or you're going through some type of struggle right now. Eight of Swords. And this is something that you are embarrassed about. But if you have faith in yourself, in the system, in God, in whatever you have faith in currently at this time, I feel like something will go in your favor. Justice will prevail. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm getting Lady Justice or Lady Liberty. You live in New York, or like some of you live in New York. Okay, so for the card of faith, it says, I can't find that description in this little booklet. I don't know where it's at. It's not in the major arcana descriptions. So Sagittarius, something could not be clear to you, or something's not clear to you. All right, so you're in unknown territory right now, and you don't know what you're doing. You're just kind of like going with the flow or something. But I do feel like you're sitting pretty, you could have furnished your home, or you have like new furniture in your home. Taurus, with Venus and Taurus, I feel like you have an abundance when it comes to like work. Like you have plenty of work, you have plenty of opportunities available to you, and that's kind of like what's working in your favor right now. But I do feel like you are carrying some type of burden that you're keeping to yourself, and that you're not sharing this with anyone else. But there is like a huge burden on your shoulders. And I feel like you just want to be, you just want to come off strong, or you just want to wear a brave face. That's what I'm getting. I feel like pulling one more card for you. All right, so I pulled the 8 of Wands. So sudden movement, opportunities, and direct communication. Okay, so that wraps up your reading. So I don't think that was I think that reading was okay. We're going to move on to the next sign. All right, so those are the fire signs. So we are going to move on to the water signs. Oh, Sagittarius, they meant have faith in your she god, have faith in mother god, have faith in a female god, have faith in your godmother. So those are the ones you should have faith in. And then I also heard the word idolization. I don't know if you idolize anyone. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket when it comes to like your thinking. Like, have critical thinking skills at all times. We're gonna move on to the next sign of Cancer. I really want to order some DoorDash. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what I should order at this time. It is kind of late. It's about 12. I kind of want some Dave's Not Chicken. I might just do that after the Cancer reading. No lie. Might just do that. Damn, my blunt is out now. Now I really gotta pay attention, y'all. Tonight is the full moon in Libra. Oh yeah, happy April Fools, y'all. April Fools. Happy April Fool's Day. Today's April 1st. And in 20 days, it's going to be 420. Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't work on 420. I might just stay in the house and get loaded and dance and make videos. That's about it. All right, so for the sign of Cancer, all right. All right, I'm gonna finish that later. Priorities first. But I really think I'm gonna order some Dave's Not Chicken for real. Ooh, that's good. All right. So Cancer, this is your Venus and Taurus transit reading. And Venus is in the sign of Taurus between March 30th through April 24th, 2026. And currently right now we are at $0 on the $5,000 gold meter. I have a car fund. I am trying to save money, even pitching any savings that I have left over after I pay all of my bills. Living here in this junior apartment in Oakland, California, I'm just trying to save up for a car so that I could be posting more videos, have more free time, spend less time traveling, using public transits, dirty ass trains and buses and Ubers. So if y'all could help me with that, that would be great. If you can't, I understand. But for those who can, yeah. So I am working towards a $5,000 goal for a reliable vehicle, and having my own wheels means that I can take my setups on the road and reliably go live for you all the time and come in with breaking news and all that. So Cancer, we're going to get started with your reading. So Venus is currently in its home sign of Taurus. Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. And so that the Venus energy is very strong, especially tonight. So let's pull a card for you, kind of like describing what your Venus in Taurus transit will be like. You feel giddy, or like you're giddy about something. Something tickles you. You got the Hanged Man, so you are in over your head about something. You're confused about something. There's an unanswered question. There's a question that you have and it's not answered. What is the Hanged Man for Cancer? The Three of Cups. So you want to reunite with someone. You want to reunite with a friend or with a cousin with the Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups and the Hanged Man? Judgment. So someone made a final judgment when it comes to you. They already sounded off. They already called you out, or they already called you. Someone could be calling you. A lot of you could be receiving a phone call from that long lost person or that person you haven't heard from in a while. So somebody could be reaching out to you. Someone could be calling you. I'm getting it's a friend, and they have a dilemma, or they're confused about something, like they're in over their head about something, and they were wondering if you could like help them out. You guys could go to like a tapas bar, or I'm getting a bar and grill, taqueria or something. I'm getting Latino. That's what I'm getting. So you could be Latino. But yeah, you are going to make a final judgment about something, or you are judging a situation closely. But I do feel like you are stuck in limbo, or you feel apathetic, and you feel no need to fix the situation in a hurry, like anytime soon. You don't feel like there is a rush to fix the situation. But I do feel like if you don't bust a grade or make a move, like time will continue to pass you by. So this could be about letting time pass by, indecision, or like something from the past, allowing time to pass by, wasting time, or a lack of progress. You could feel stalled in life or something with the Hanged Man. And I feel like you judge yourself way too harshly, Cancer. I feel like all the things that you apply to yourself, like they're not true. They're actually not true. It's actually the opposite meaning. Someone could be taking accountability for their actions, but this is a new beginning, a new awakening, a new epiphany for this person. So that is something that is something that will transpire while Venus is in Taurus for you. So yeah. So I'm moving into the next water sign next. And if anyone needs more clarity on their specific situation, drop a tip on Cash App with your name and I'll pull cards for you right now. I appreciate the support. So let's move on to the next sign. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think I'm gonna order me some DoorDash because I do got the munchies really bad right now. No lie. And I just started my monthly cycle like 20 minutes ago, and I didn't even know that I was gonna start today. But it is a full moon in Libra. I just don't know how Libra like. I don't know. I don't know how Libra has anything to do with that time of the month or whatever. I thought it was Scorpio, so I don't know. But it's kind of annoying how it came now because I'm not in the mood to deal with it, whatever. But I think I am going to order some Dave's Not Chicken for real. I got 51% on this tablet. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, so we are moving on to the sign of Scorpion. But let me grab my phone right quick. And y'all can listen to Tasha K run her mouth while I order some DoorDash because on life. On Cetus, I need to order some food right now. No lie. right, what happened? I had to use the restroom. We are going to have these long ass interludes sometimes, y'all, because I'm not rushing in these readings. I want to feel at home on my channel. I want to feel comfortable and relaxed. I want to feel rushed. I want to feel like I'm just chilling with y'all, like it was like as if we in a normal commonplace or something, like we in a normal proximity to one another. Like I'm chill mode all the time. So if you ain't chill, I don't know what to say. Just relax. DoorDash is. Actually, I'm gonna order Uber Eats. Uber Eats is cheaper than DoorDash, actually, y'all. Uber Eats is way better than DoorDash. Oh, I don't know why this side of my hip hurt so bad.
And was spraying bullets at her house and allegedly emailed, ASAP asking where he was going to tell Rihanna that I'm better than her. Anytime somebody gets shot at, jumped on, pulled up on, it's usually over their man. And so in this situation, I guess maybe
hold on, y'all, because I gotta order some DoorDash.
With the stud girlfriend.
Cancer, we're done with your reading. Sorry, I should have said that.
That was bringing the flowers and stuff like
but
that.
we are done with your
I don't
reading.
believe her, and neither did the judge.
Give me a second. I need to order this shit before they close. It's 12:08.
This wine is Neil long when you eat carrot? Are you eating her? Is she eating your?
And y'all can't sleep. Y'all come to my page and listen to these tarot readings while you sleep.
That all of a sudden after 2 years,
like sleeping.
You're now afraid
like
for your
listen.
life, and now you need a restraining order. Huh?
I live by myself, so I ain't got shit else to do but jump on the internet and try to
see her. So listen,
get my money up.
I know everybody and their mama watches this show, okay? And anytime I tell y'all,
one of these days,
y'all go get them and bring them right back.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all better than I can
So
tell
I
you.
want to pull up it down here to Natasha K to tell us what really was going on. I personally believe that Nia and that lady has something going on. And when Nia
I got a job interview. I got a security guard job interview tomorrow, and I feel like
that's what she tried to say. She was
I'm gonna get it.
and harassing her. I'm too grown. I knew too much. I've been around a long time down here, Nia. You in Hollywood, baby. We know what be going on. Come on out, girl, with your rainbow flag. It's okay. It's okay, baby. They're going to accept you. You pretty. You cute. Jasmine, y'all got her? Y'all going to take care of her? Jasmine said she got her, but y'all. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, after the break, guys, we got to take a break before we get to the good stuff. We got Kim Kardashian, Lewis Hamilton. We also got Tina Knowles, all right? She got some lawsuits coming down. We got Nick Cannon. We also got Rock Nation employees, alleged employees, and Jay-Z out here begging as a billionaire, okay? Not a millionaire, a billionaire, all right? All that more coming up right after the break, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And like this. So Yee announced that he was doing 2 shows in LA and put up the screenshot of 1 million people waiting to buy tickets to his shows in LA. So coincidentally, Jay-Z comes out with 2 shows that are not sold out at all, but he's adding a third saying 1 million people want to see him, and he's never sold those type of numbers, even with his wife on a tour. That's how I know his dress is fake. They didn't grow that fast. There's no way to stop the cap. Now, all of this is to clean up the Epstein files, the Harvey Weinstein, the Diddy allegations. All of this is to clean up him capitalizing off of without putting it directly back into the black community. Kaepernick being one. He was paid allegedly by the NFL to sabotage Colin Kaepernick and did that. Colin Kaepernick's wife came out and confirmed that Jay-Z sabotaged him in his career, knowing he would never play football no more, trying to stand up for black rights. And in those Epstein emails, it is being said by Epstein associates that Jay-Z allegedly was their guy to keep the black community off of them. Off of theirs. A distraction. He didn't sit with Harvey Weinstein and those guys for no reason. They gave him a seat at the table because he did what niggas do. I'm sorry. I feel passionate about this. Because I just don't like when people play in our face. Like, everything that Dame Dash has said about Jay-Z, in my opinion, is true. Everybody is not lying on you. Now, coincidentally, you come outside doing
damn, Dave's not chicken is closed.
This album was supposed to go up and out, and you're doing it to wage a rap beef because you're mad.
I get so mad when I'm around you, baby.
You're mad. And I'm starting to think that is true because here's my thing.
You make my
You got the worst case allegations that anybody would have, right? And you choose to coincidentally come out here to try to rebrand yourself after y'all have been striking creators, taking creators to court, allegedly sending bonds and paying judges and everybody to put Tory Lanez in jail on behalf
free
of
item
your
on
non.
$15.
Get this straight. You pretended to be the Italian man's fiance.
Don't know.
Ended up catching feelings for the cousin brother.
Oh, not those sticks. Hang on. Whoops. Sorry. That's off the half right now.
Upskill unlimited team members, even on a limited budget. Explore Allison's free learning management system. It comes with over 4,000 free courses for unlimited users. 5 minutes.
Tory Lanez in jail on behalf of your non-marketable artist, Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, the list goes on.
I think I should order from the milk
And so you come outside
like a
to do
grilled cheese
interviews
sandwich.
to supposedly address all of the allegations. And all I heard in those interviews was that I was angry. Uncontrollable anger. I was angry. And I'm Jay-Z. And you know why? That's the only reason we heard that in all of those interviews. Tell me if you heard anything
The
different.
spicy crispy
Why
chicken
would I
sandwich was so good. I want to eat chicken.
Drake to beef.
I'm
You know why?
vegetarian.
You know why? Because Drake is a better artist and more famous than you. Drake was on his way to billionaire status. You know that. He couldn't stand that. He wanted to be the only one at the table, and he doesn't have his white boys to protect him anymore because they're not here. Jeffrey Epstein's boys are gone, and so is Harvey Weinstein. So it's just you out here and that old bitch that you got, Desiree Perez, that's being sued by her own daughter. Make that make sense. Now, you know the reason why we didn't hear not one allegation being addressed properly during any of those interviews? I want you to guess. I want to see if you see what I see. I'm going to put up some pictures. Jay-Z did an interview addressing everything, telling all, but really didn't tell shit. I want you to look at these pictures and tell me why you think none of the questions that we really wanted answers to got answered. Jasmine, put up Exhibit A. Look at this. So these are the two guys that is on white platforms. They look like the same guy, but I think they're two different guys. Either way, they got to interview a 60-year-old man. Can you look at these photos and tell me, why do you think we got no questions answered as opposed in reference to him being in the Epstein files, sabotaging Colin Kaepernick, stealing from artists during that title deal? Tell us. Look at it. What do you see? What do you see wrong with this? Tell me.
Tell me. You said they the same guy. He just got on 2 different interview uniforms. Okay, they do look the same. But tell me, why do you think? Huh? They said the audio. Anytime we talk about. Okay. What did they miss though? Did they miss me saying anything? Why do you think out of all the interviews that Jay-Z did to promote his non-selling tour, because they're not sold out, he came out here trying to one-up Kanye, because Kanye really had 1 million plus people in the queue. Jay-Z has yet to drop any receipts stating that 1 million people was waiting to come see him. Knowing he on tour with his wife and they get to see him anytime she wants to send him out as a filler show section. Here's the thing. Why do you think none of the Epstein issues got addressed? None of the Diddy issues got addressed in any of those interviews? It's because these are kids. This interviewer can't be no older than 23 years old. Interviewing a 60-year-old supposed billionaire who just recently had a show and lowered the volume on his show to state that people need to start voting for crypto casinos and then turn the music back up because he's trying to figure out a way to fund his extreme gambling habit that really keeps him afloat. That's how Jay-Z really makes his money. They denied him for the first casino in New York. Him and the Fed. Shh. Y'all think they ain't Trump supporters, but they really is. They told him no. They didn't want his money. He asked y'all for $500 a piece to help him raise more money, but he's a billionaire, and billionaires go to other billionaires to get money, but they don't want to give him no money because he's a reputational risk, and he's bad with money, and he don't pay people back, is what I'm hearing, allegedly. But now he's sitting down to tell all, and he ain't tell us nothing because the interviewees are 23 years old.
If I could call myself a champion, maybe House Targaryen might take me in. Targaryens, the tyrants. So, how could
interviewees are 23 years old. Infatuated, sitting there just, I ain't gonna play the interviews here because I know they're gonna strike them. So I'm not playing with you, but I can say what I gotta say and get y'all to go watch. Just watch it. It looks like he's trying to coach a 20-year-old who's infatuated and they're just sitting with Jay-Z. They're not gonna ask a challenging question. They're not going to push him. They're not going to go deep. He's just rambling and talking. They don't even know what the hell he's talking about because they maybe even more. But Jay-Z knows that y'all will probably forget him because he's going to transmute the energy back into what y'all fell in love with and help y'all to forget about him being the guy that they chose to help keep us quiet. But now that everybody's in jail and they've been hung and all of this stuff, he ain't got no more protection out here. That's why he's sitting down copyright strikes. Every time I say that, he a billionaire out here begging and he ain't broke. And I'm tired of y'all saying Forbes. Who's sitting for Forbes? Forbes can be paid. And we proved that when we did the Kylie Jenner segment. They accepted fake tax records from Kylie Jenner saying that she was a billionaire so that she can lure investors in to come buy her sinking company. We told that years ago. You want a Forbes article? Go to Google. How to get my name in Forbes. They are a paid platform. I thought they were sold out, but they ain't. And we got a few Rock Nation reviews that came out here recently. He got his employees over there going on. Jasmine, open it up real quick. I got to see this, okay? This is what they saying about working for Rock Nation. Look what they saying about Rock Nation. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on before we head over to TashaKLive.com for our second part of the show. Hold on. Let me get my copy. You turn to your Bibles, okay? And pull up the scriptures here. All right. Hold on real quick. All right. So on X, these are alleged ex-employees. This is from an account called Black Media. That is a verified account. And basically, these reviews are stating here that one person said, Raheem Palmer, I worked at Rock Nation. People talk about this company like they're the Illuminati and they're in control of the world. This is a ghetto-ass company that barely wanted to pay photographers to take pictures at the 40/40 Club so we could have pictures for social media. It's a company that is carried by the fact that Jay-Z arguably is the GOAT. And people are so thirsty to be in entertainment that they're willing to get paid peanuts and get treated like crap to be in the industry. My first day of the job, my boss shows up 2.5 hours late, hands me a laptop with food all over it, gives me some handy wipes and says, clean the shit off. My second day on the job, I had a meeting with Power 105 because they wanted the 40/40 Club to buy radio ads. My boss disappears and I'm in a meeting with Power 105 with no instructions or authority to do anything. There's countless other goofy things that happen there every day. And another user came in under it. His name was Kalisha. Said facts. Worked under Desiree at the 44 in Vegas. And let's just say the reason it only lasted 6 months. Okay. Also, Raheem, turnover at Rock Nation is crazy too. Rock Nation is now out of business. It's Rock Nation Distribution. Okay. Yep. The day I got there, the entire sports team quit. Look at their athletes. There's a reason they don't keep top tier athletes over there at all. Another user says, bro, Desiree spent like a week in Vegas after opening.
All right, so next we're moving on to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, most of you are in a loving relationship. This is a reliable relationship. And that's what you appreciate the most about it, is that you can rely on this person to be there. I don't know why I had to pause after that. Oh, it's because the board, my bad, Scorpio, I forgot to change the sign on the board. My bad. Let me fix that right now. Sorry. All right, so Venus is in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is directly across from you in the zodiac. It's your opposite sign, and Taurus is also the ruler of your solar 7th house of love, marriage, and relationships. So I feel that is a strong theme in your life right now. My food should be here in about 24 minutes. That is very Taurus of me. right, Scorpio. So let's get started with your reading. Those were your intuitive messages. And I am working towards a $5,000 goal for a reliable vehicle. It's okay if you don't have nothing to pitch in right now. You can tune into this reading, but best believe I'm not doing these for free, so someone's going to pitch in anytime soon. Right now, we are at the $0 mark, and the goal meter is $5,000, and I'm going to use that to purchase a vehicle so that I could be more consistent on YouTube and I could be more time efficient in other areas of my life because I have a very busy schedule. So I'm getting you go from one extreme to another. So let's pull some cards for you. So we have the Six of Cups, memories, unforgettable memories, nostalgia, and gifts from a friend, gifts from a little cousin. The Six of Cups could be you as a child. You could be looking back at your childhood and it's very nostalgic. You could be rolling through your neighborhood. It's very nostalgic. Something about your ancestors or like being in touch with your learning about genetics and learning about your ancestry, your roots, what's in your DNA. You want to know what your makeup is. So this could be you when you were younger. But I'm also getting a photo book of photo filled with photos of you when you were younger. So those are photos that you treasure, that you hold dear to your heart because they bring so many memories to you. All right, so what is the Six of Cups for Scorpio clarity card? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So now is the time. Better late than never. I thought that was the Three of Swords at first. At first glance, I was like, oh, I hope this is not the Three of Swords. But I'm getting a lucky streak with you, Scorpio. You have a lucky streak with you right now. And you are at the top of the wheel. You are very much aware of your future. You could be looking up at the stars with a blank gaze. So I'm getting stargazing. You could be listening to Travis Scott, the song Stargazing from the album Astroworld. So the Wheel of Fortune, this could be an amusement park. This could be about the Wheel of Fortune show. But I feel like you are an uneasy citizen. I'm getting Born Identity, or like that movie with Matt Damon in it. So that has something to do with you, or you need to watch Born Identity. I think that's what it's called. Let me write that down, actually. Oh, I don't know why I heard Ice Cube. Maybe Tasha K said Ice Cube in the background. But this is a very fortunate time for you, and this is your destiny. This is your chance to do something and make it right, or like right now is right for you. So there will be pleasant but unexpected results as well. So let's pull one more card for you. So this is how your Venus in Taurus transit will transpire. And I'm also getting this is a very romantic time for you because it has a lot of your like, okay, so we have the Tower card in reverse. All right, so that looks terrible at first glance. Like that looks like a hot ass mess. I don't even know what to make of that. That looks fucking ugly. That looks disgusting. That looks like a hot, sloppy, floppy mess right there. That looks up close and personal. That looks disgusting. So I'm getting body dysmorphia from some of you. I'm getting like not to be like too graphic or mean, like some of you look in the mirror and you feel like you're a hot, floppy, frumpy mess. So in order to feel that way, you may be obese or something. You may be a little bit on the obese side. So what did I hear Shira 7 suggest to one of her followers? She told them to go to a med spa for them to lose weight. So I'm going to pass that advice on to you too, Scorpio. Maybe you should go to a med spa or like sign up for a gym membership and maybe get a personal trainer or just start exercising, because I feel like more importantly, this is about your bill of health. I feel like more importantly, your intestines, like you need to pay attention to your intestines or something, like that your insides, there's something going on with your insides or something. Like, I don't know. It just sounds gross and disgusting, to be honest. I don't know what's going on. You could be like, I'm hearing terminal illness or something. But that looks disgusting. That's all I can say. Like, that's gross. I don't know what to make of that image. And every time I look at it, I regret that I did. So this is like a melting. What am I getting? The wax house, or there's something about a candle or a wax figure or like a burn victim or something like that. Or this could be like a manifestation in its rudest form. Like, this is so rude and so like off-putting, and it's an eyesore. It's ugly. It's unbearable. Like, this is an interpretation of something, and it makes you like feel uneasy. Like, I don't know if this is happening to you or someone else. Like, I really don't know who this is happening to. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure it out right now. But you do have a will to. This is I'm hearing this now. You do have a will to live, or like you're trying to find a will to live or something like that. I don't know. It's getting like dark. So I don't know. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, but with the Tower in reverse, that just kind of like throws a monkey wrench into things. So it's hard to interpret like what's going on with you. Maybe we should pull a clarity card for the Tower card. So I'm gonna do that. All right, can I get a clarity card for the Tower in reverse for Scorpio? Oh, the Tower. Hold on, y'all. Hello?
Hello, ayoko ba rin? Yeah, ayoko ba rin? Ayaw mahirap ng garage.
Oh, you're already here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be right there. All right, thank you. Hold on, Scorpio. My Uber Eats is here. Sorry, Scorpio. Alright, I just got my Uber Eats. So before I got distracted by my cell phone ringing, I pulled a card and it was the Tower. The Tower in reverse is clarified by the Tower card. So let's actually look that up. I'm going to ask Google Gemini what that means actually, huh? So I'm getting double trouble or compounded problems. So your problems will be compounded. What does the Tower card in reverse, clarified by the Tower card, mean?
In tarot, seeing the same archetype appear twice in a single reading, especially in such a high-intensity card as the Tower, signals a situation that is essentially non-negotiable. When you have the Tower in reverse clarified by the Tower upright, it suggests a profound internal conflict between the desire to hold on to a crumbling structure and the external reality that the collapse is inevitable and necessary. The core meaning. This combination often represents a delayed explosion. The reverse Tower shows you are likely trying to brace the walls, minimize the damage, or deny that a major shift is happening. However, the upright Tower as a clarifier acts as a giant exclamation point, stating that the breakdown isn't just coming, it's already here, and resisting it only makes the impact more jarring. Key interpretations. Avoidance versus inevitability. You might be aware that a specific situation, a relationship, a job, or a personal belief is no longer working. The reverse card is your attempt to fix it or ignore the cracks, but the upright clarifier warns that the universe is about to step in and finish the job for you. Internal versus external chaos. The reverse Tower often points to an internal dark night of the soul or a private realization. The upright Tower clarifies that this internal shift will soon manifest as an external change. You can't keep this realization quiet for much longer. The slow motion crash. It can feel like watching a vase fall in slow motion. You see it happening, you're trying to catch it reverse, but it is ultimately going to shatter. Upright. The message here is to stop trying to catch the shards and instead prepare for what you will build on the clear ground.
All right, so Scorpio, the Tower card in reverse clarified by the Tower card. That means that this breakup, this dissolution of a relationship, this new job, this dream that you had, or something is going to shatter. Something is going to get completely out of here. It's not going to work out for you in that regard. Maybe in other areas, yes, but this one right here, like this is, you can't fix something like this. This is terrible. This is past the point of no, we're at the point of no return with this one. So the answer is no. It's like, no matter how desperate you are to like keep this shit in order, I'm getting with the Wheel of Fortune. This is destined to happen. This is the series of events that are going to take place, and you cannot stop it because it's going to happen regardless. All right, so that is your reading during the Venus. I mean, that is what you will experience during the Venus and Taurus transit. Something that may be traumatic for you. I feel like if it's not happening to you, you're watching it happen to someone else, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like watching a slow train wreck or watching something crash in slow motion or something. But yeah, that's your reading. So we are at the $0 mark out of 5,000 on the gold meter, guys. So that's all right, as long as y'all get used to me doing this. And just know that I will be here every day, y'all. Same time, same place, y'all. I might even start doing these tarot readings like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Starting early. Yeah, that is not a pretty sight, especially upside down when it's a tarot card. It's just a whole heaping ass fucking mess. Unfixable, man. You cannot turn back the hands of time on this one. You're just going to have to accept fate and accept it for what it is. It is unchangeable. Let me turn off the heater real quick. But this is what I got. Speaking of Venus and Taurus, look what I got. I might just eat my food and let y'all listen to the radio. How much time I got on here? 37%. I think I can finish all these signs before my battery dies on my tablet. I think I can do that. I should have set a goal, but I'm sorry. I can't stay up too long because I do got a job interview tomorrow morning. Or a security guard job. All right, so let's listen to my phone while I eat my food. And we are going on an intermission break. So Scorpio, your reading is officially finished. We are on an intermission. So if you want to go to the bathroom, listen to something else, or just skip to the next sign, you can just, or you can chill with me. But, or you can just skip. Look, I got timestamps. At the end of this video, I'm going to put timestamps on. Yeah. All right, intermission time, because I got to eat. I'm hungry. What we gonna listen to? I like to listen to a lot of celebrity gossip. If y'all haven't noticed, like.
Okay, so sometimes in business you just gotta call a spade a spade. And in this case, the spade is McDonald's is unhealthy. It's just a fact. It's always been the case. It's not making McDonald's bad, but it's definitely not healthy. But what's really weird are products like this right here, McDonald's salad. When they tried to make it healthy, but didn't actually make that healthy, it quite failed. To start this out, we gotta go back to 1987. And the reason that's important is because McDonald's in this period is getting 30% of all their sales coming in their kids' meals. They have toys, they look kid friendly, but their products are really unhealthy. Like child obesity, which was an interesting time because during this period there's a lot of things you can't advertise on healthy for kids, which is why the breakfast cereal industry has the sugar at 34% each cereal is sold, or else they wouldn't be able to market to kids. Because of what happened in the cereal industry and the candy industry, McDonald's is very afraid that that's going to So because of that 1987, they said, oh, we're making these moves to become a healthier company, and they released this product right here, the first ever McDonald's salad, which just looking at it, it's not very good. It wasn't designed to be good, but it was just a marketing move for the company. Show how lazy McDonald's was with these things. They weren't actually made in the McDonald's themselves, but they were made in the factory and shipped out all to McDonald's. So people were eating all these vegetables and other things that were chopped days beforehand and being served that. Because the salads were so bad in the late 90s, they began having pressure to fix the salad business. And they realized the first two problems. The first one being that nothing felt fresh, and the things that didn't actually work out well with the salad. And the second reason was salad wasn't good for drive-thru, which makes up 70% of McDonald's business. But because that in 2000 they introduced the McSalad shake, which has been solved two problems at once. The first one being very good for drive-thru, item, and then also because it's meant to be shaken, they put the creams on the top and the vegetables on the bottom, so nothing gets soggy. And for a while,
Oh, I remember the McSalad shake.
Well, until 2002, when the company's stock absolutely collapsed, where McDonald's lost $300 million in one quarter, and their stock price went down 70%, where a lot of people thought it was going to be the end for them. The reason McDonald's was crashing in 2002 was they spent too many years focusing on growth and not enough time building quality, where they were trying to open up 2,000 stores every single year. The problem was they weren't maintaining the stores they had, so a lot of people found them dirty, the food was cold, and people stopped going to McDonald's. In 2003, McDonald's makes some really big changes to try and be seen as more of a premium brand, with the biggest one being coffee, where they introduce a line of premium coffees to try and compete with Starbucks, and also at the same time, they start taking out a lot of the kids' products to make it seem like adults can go in there more often. But at
that same time, while the coffee was a really smart move, a dumb move was getting rid of the McSalad shaker, which got rid of portability, because instead they wanted to focus on a line of premium salads like this right here, and the product just never really stuck. The big problem with the premium salads is they just weren't that healthy, where this is a Big Mac right here that is 600 calories, 9 grams of sugar, and also 30 grams of fat. But when you look at the McDonald's crispy chicken salad, it was actually pretty unhealthy, where it had 850 calories going for it, 10 grams of fat, but also 19 grams of sugar on it if you added a dressing. In the 2010s, as sugar became a bigger and bigger enemy, the McSalad started to fall more, and also at the same time, it was never portable like the McShaker, so because of that, not many people were buying at a drive-thru. They're losing millions on salads every year and only kept them for PR, but then in 2020 with the pandemic, got rid of them forever without a Charles Peralta. Okay, so sometimes in business, you just got to call a spade a spade, and in this case, the product just never really stuck. The big problem with the premium salads is they just weren't that healthy, where this is a Big Mac right here that is 600 calories, 9 grams of sugar, and also 30 grams of fat. But when you look at the McDonald's crispy chicken salad, it was actually pretty unhealthy, where it had 850 calories going for it, 10 grams of fat, but also 19 grams of sugar on it if you added a dressing. In the 2010s, as sugar became a bigger and bigger enemy, the McSalad started to fall more, and also at the same time, it was never portable like the McShaker, so because of that, not many people were buying at a drive-thru. We're losing millions on salads every year and only kept them for PR, but then in 2020 with the pandemic, got rid of them forever without a Charles Peralta subscribers. Okay, so sometimes in business, you just got to call a spade a spade.
Everybody worked with a dude like this at McDonald's.
What's going on, man? Ain't shit. Hey, come on, man. Hey, what we need? We need 10-1. We need 4-1. Drop that, man. You don't got no money. What the fuck, bro? I said, I started throwing money too. I said, I'm looking at baby, look at me, baby, knows me out of everybody. I'm like, hey, wait, I'm in competition with me. He knows me. I'm like, man, they nigga ain't shit. I'm throwing money. Put your pants up and take your hands. Take the trash out, sir. Okay, come on. Come out. Okay. Hey, you know, I got that gas too.
Everybody worked with a dude like.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free, plus get your biggest refund.
Thank you very much. My fellow Americans, good evening. Let me begin by congratulating the team at NASA and our brave astronauts on the successful launch of Artemis 2. It was quite something. It will be traveling further than any manned rocket has ever flown and will very substantially pass the moon, go around it, and come back home from a distance that has never been done before. It's amazing. They are on the way, and God bless them. These are brave people. We want to God bless us for unbelievable astronauts. As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury, targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, Iran. In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive.
I do eat out. I'm not supposed to eat processed food at all, but
victories like few people have ever seen
if
before.
I do eat it, it's going to be
tonight. Iran's navy is gone. Their air force is in ruins. Their leaders, most of them, terrorist regime they led, are now dead. Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons factories and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left. Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before. Before discussing this current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That hit was quick, lethal, violent, and respected by everyone all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world.
Wait, did they send a missile to Venezuela? When did that happen? I'm gonna have to see if that happened.
Now we're working along with Venezuela, are in a true sense joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies. Tonight, I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of America and the security of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 47 years. Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut, the slaughter of hundreds of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out the countless other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen anything like it. This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never let that happen, and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first, and perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani in my first term. He was an evil genius, brilliant person, a horrible human being, however, the father of the roadside bomb, and he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. He lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash, took it out of banks from Virginia, D.C., and Maryland, all the cash they had, flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran. They would have had them years ago, and they would have used them, would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts, had I not terminated that terrible deal. I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do.
Drowning in overdoing voices and praying so much is patient. Okay, look, I used to hate chasing invoices, sending those hates.
They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement. For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation midnight hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Those beautiful B-2 bombers performed magnificently. We totally obliterated those nuclear sites.
Do y'all hear the way he's talking?
To rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible. And they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that as we took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, but in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I have traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said, please, sir, please finish the job. Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. This short-term increase has been entirely the result of the Iranian regime launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons. They will use them, and they will use them quickly. It would lead to decades of extortion, economic pain, and instability worse than we can ever imagine. The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that. We built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled country. I hate to say that, but we were a dead and crippled country after the last administration and made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far, with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest stock market ever, with 53 all-time record highs in just 1 year. It all positioned us to get rid of a cancer that has long simmered. It's known as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know what was coming. They've never imagined it. Remember, because of our Drill Baby Drill program, America has plenty of gas. We have so much gas. Under my leadership, we are #1 producer of oil and gas on the planet without even discussing the millions of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela. Because of the Trump administration's policies, we produce more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it.
Got let go from my job and needed to make cash fast. I started using the Roadie app, and honestly,
Needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and in every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we had to do it ourselves. I have a suggestion. #1, buy oil from the United States of America. We have plenty. We have so much. And #2, build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before. Should have done it with us, as we asked. Go to the strait and just take it. Protect it. Use it for yourselves. Iran has been essentially decimated. The hard part is done, so it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing, and the gas prices will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up.
All right, so that's enough of that. So that was like a presidential address to the nation about the Iran war. And I think that happened earlier today. That was his April 1st presidential address to the nation about the Iran war. So yeah, he on one for real. All right, but let's get started with your reading, Pisces. So this is your Venus and Taurus transit reading. And currently Venus is in the sign of Taurus and will be in the sign of Taurus between March 30th and through April, between March 30th through April 24th, 2026. So that's how long Venus will be in the sign of Taurus before it moves into the sign of Gemini. So Pisces, as you know, I'm working towards a $5,000 goal for a reliable vehicle, and having my own car will help me be more consistent on YouTube. It would also make my life so much easier. So if you could donate, if not today, maybe tomorrow or the next day after that, or next week, maybe you can help me out and pitch in. If you can't, I understand. All right. So let's get started with your reading. All right, so Pisces, this is your Venus and Taurus transit reading, and these are the situations that will take place. These are the scenarios that will take place during that time. All right, so let's pull some cards for the sign of Pisces. So we have the Fool card. So I'm hearing enterprising. You could also be escaping a horrible situation. I see you moving on to a brand new horizon. And you could also be going through a huge inner transformation at this time. So butterflies signal transformation, and this is the butterfly effect on you. This is the butterfly's effect on you. But I'm also getting the butterfly effect. So the Fool card, so you'll be starting at the very beginning. You're going to start from the ground up by yourself. Some of you could be runaways, or you're starting your life over from scratch. You could be newly divorced as well. You don't mind starting from ground zero because that's just the beginning. There's nowhere else to go but up. That's what I'm getting with the Fool card for you, so that is good. So you feel really lucky during this time. This is a brand new beginning. Right. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you are very reliable, or there is a reliable source of income. This is this is residuals, and you can depend on this system, or you can depend on this trust fund. But you are well taken care of. People are taking care of you, and that's what's helping you get back on your feet overall, is the community and the brothership or the sisterhood of it all. So yeah, this is a plentiful time for you financially. So a lot of financial gain during this time. So these are you have the most positive cards out of everyone I've read thus far today. All right, so I spoke way too soon because the Devil card came out. So I'm getting, this is an initiation. This is a contract, and this is what you're tethered to. So you could have Saturn in Pisces. And with the Devil card, I get that you are part of the occult. You are a part of the Illuminati. I don't know much about that, but I do want to find out more. But I feel like you could be dancing with danger, or dancing with the devil, or you could be discovering the dark depths of your soul. So I'm getting something dark and sinister, or I'm getting bondage, being tied to another's energy. I'm also getting incubus, succubus, There could be an incubus, succubus around you who's fooling you into thinking that they like you, but that is just an illusion. That is a trick to earn your respect. They want to love bomb you so that you could fall in love with them, but the whole entire time they are not in love with you. They are setting you up. They are emotionally deceiving you, or you are being emotionally, I'm not going to say emotional blackmail, but someone is using your emotions against you. So like on some Clarissa Shields type and Papoose type shit, like your man could be like telling you he loves you, but he actually doesn't type shit. And you know, in relationships, whoever has the most feelings, that's the person who is the submissive one, that is the sucker, or that's the person who usually gets dumped or they get cheated on the most because they never suspected, they never see it coming, because this person never gave them a reason to doubt them. But I feel like someone's true colors could be shining through at this time, or like somebody's personality disorder could be showing inadvertently, and you didn't mean to see it, but it's too late. Now it's like you can't unsee it. So this is about greed and control. Someone wants to control you because they're unhappy with themselves, so they look at you as it's like putting you in the cage and locking the cage and poking you with a stick. Like someone likes to torture you, but they don't do too much because they don't want you to know that they're secretly torturing you. They want to do it little by little, bit by bit. This could be why you have like a lot of energy leaks, like someone is draining you of your energy, or they're trying to drain you of your energy. So they've been sent by the devil to take you off your path, or take you off your focus, or like deter you, or make you forget your progress, make you regress, or like make you forget what you are actually in pursuit of, because this person wants to present themselves as everything you could possibly need. But that's just to fool you. This person is trying to con you to gain your trust so that you could rely on them and only them. And then that's when they're going to turn around and torture you, when you're the most vulnerable, when you're the weakest, when you have given them everything that you got. So this is their unwavering pursuit of you. This is their mind control that they have over you. And I feel like Pisces, you rule fantasy. You're associated with fantasies and dreams. So I feel like don't disillusion yourself. Don't disillusion yourself by losing yourself in this person who only acts like they care about you to gain your trust and to steal your heart, only to turn around and break it. Like this person, if they could pay to have you as their slave, they would. If they could have that type of authority, like force that upon you, that type of oppression, this person would pay for that. Like, this is someone who loves to make other people miserable, but they don't want to be too casual about it because they don't want to scare off. Like, this is a narcissist that you're dealing with. They don't want to, you are their supply. So this is someone who has been sent by the devil. They got sent your way to distract you, basically. So thank you for the energy tonight, and If these readings help you guys gain clarity, please consider dropping a tip to my Cash App. Every dollar goes directly into my car fund so I can keep this channel going. And we are currently at the $0 amount, but I can't wait until we hit that $5,000 mark. So I bid you guys farewell, good night. I'm going to catch up on my sleep, and I'm going to do the other signs tomorrow. We'll do some live maxing in the morning in a couple hours before I go to my job interview. So wish me luck. Happy full moon in Libra, and y'all have a good night. Peace.